Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 107 of the After Hours. My name's AugieRFC and tonight on the show we're going to be taking a look at ProJared's response to the drama that happened back in May when he was outed as a cheater and more interestingly, possibly someone who sent nudes to underage people that he knew were underage. So some serious allegations that were tossed at him. Today we're going to be correcting a story we initially covered back in May. Kind of setting the narrative straight. Now, I've had to do this a few times. Actually, I'm trying to think. A few times. I know one time that I had to do this, and that was, of course, with Slazo. As you all know, I covered the Slazo story initially when Shay's document came out. And stupidly, of course, I took her side. Primarily because nobody else was really questioning it. A lot of people were supporting it. So naturally, I just kind of jumped in with the crowd and was like, you know what? Yeah, this guy's 100% guilty. If he wasn't guilty, obviously his friends would come out and support him and dispel her accusations. But because they're not doing that, obviously he must be guilty here. Obviously, we found out that that wasn't necessarily true. And by no means am I taking away responsibility from myself. Part of doing what I do online and, covering these stories, for the most part, we cover these stories very lightheartedly. We tell a lot of fucked up jokes. We do all kinds of stuff. We're just mostly here to have fun. But when we do cover serious stories and we do get them incorrect at the time or later on, we find out new information that shows that our initial coverage of the situation was incorrect, then it's my duty, really, there's a bit of an obligation here to correct what was initially reported. Now, I said this on Twitter, but I don't really have any issue with how I cover the ProJared stuff in specifically. I do have one issue with a thing that I said, which is that, I don't really care about ProJared cheating, but the sending nudes to underage children, that's where, the focus should lie. Which obviously, as we're going to see in ProJared's video, because we are going to be taking a look at his video, obviously we're going to see that the sources that came out and basically accused ProJared of sending him or sending them his underage nudes, we're going to see that those sources were nowhere near reliable. Which is a fault on my part, a fault on many people's parts, but I by no means am removing responsibility of myself. Like I said, I don't think I'm, I don't want to beat up on myself or anything like that. But sometimes you just got to correct the situation. You got to man up, admit when you're wrong, and focus on telling the truth, correcting stories. It's a very basic thing to do. Admit that you're wrong. Wow, guys, can you believe it? I got something wrong. Can you believe that? Obviously, you got to correct yourself there, which is something many commentators fail to do. I don't know why. It's very easy to correct yourself. Obviously, people know that I'm not, fucking perfect. And once in a while, I might get something wrong. So, it's just what you have to do. Anyway, with that being said, welcome to everyone watching on YouTube, everyone watching on DLive. If you didn't know, I did toss my application to become an affiliate on DLive. They're still reviewing that as of now. But I will be live over on DLive tonight, presumably. I woke up this morning pretty late. I think I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning or in the afternoon. So obviously I can imagine I'm probably gonna be up late tonight just because I'm still energized. So I'll probably be doing a game stream later tonight over on DLive, maybe some Zelda. We'll see what I'm in the mood for at the time, but be sure to follow my DLive. It's a different place to watch the show if you're tired of YouTube. And I also do gaming stuff over there. So it's basically like the best of both worlds. You get this content here, the podcast, and then you get additional gaming stuff over there and whatever else I decide to do over there eventually in the future. Thank you, Flam, for the follow, by the way. Mixer, maybe? I'm not a big fan of Mixer. I don't like their interface. I don't like how the site kind of works, but that's all, personal preference. What I really don't like about Mixer is their TOS, which is very stricter than Twitch's. Now, I hear the TOS isn't enforced very heavily. Still, that being said, I'm not comfortable moving to a site that is, uncomfortable by, offensive language, quote unquote, whatever. I'd much rather be on DLive. They have their faults as well, as you know. I mean, they did ban Medicare after all. But for the most part, DLive is a much comfortable site to stream and, say jokes on rather than, being on Twitch or Mixer. At least that's my conclusion. All right, let me go ahead and shout out everyone in the chat, and then we'll bring Bowblax in. I think Cisco's in there as well, so we'll see what those guys are up to. By the way, the new YouTube profile picture should have updated at this point, so be sure to let me know what you guys think of it. Over on D-Live, we have the greatest Russian spy, Flam Flam. Jada's over there. Coca-Cola is over there. We also got a follow from Jolt and Manuel Bean, so thank you for that, guys. And, of course, on YouTube, where most people are, we got Bobby Does Martyring, Junko. We got Seminole Sun. Burb is cute. Red Stereo, Pop. The Diamond King is rich. Tico Taco. Jada again. She's on both. Damn, multitasking over here. Quack Daddy 69, Cactus Tazier, Stormy. Pop, Chick Tries. T-Clips. Shout out to T-Clips, by the way. She puts up a lot of clips of the kill stream, of other streams. A few of my streams she has clipped on there. A very helpful channel for finding out what's going on. You know, in more so in like political spectrums, but also just, you know, in drama in general. Very good channel. We got OG Lush in here. High as a Kite. What else do we have? Luna Lizzie, Dark Septigirl, and support my Patreon. What's going on? I think I'm gonna reopen my Patreon. I closed it because I didn't need it, but if YouTube doesn't give me the join button, and also I want to do like a Patreon podcast or whatever that's not like drama based, you know, just a regular talk show podcast. I want to do one with Ben, but we'll talk more about that because it's not set in stone. It's just an idea I have, and one that he is somewhat enthusiastic about. So maybe we'll get that going at some point. I don't know. Guys, I'm not a stan. T-Clip says, thank you, AugieRFC. Legit, enjoy your streams. Good. Thank you. I do appreciate that. All right, I think I've gone on enough for this intro. Let's see what the boys are up to right now. Let's see what's going on in the Discord. Bowblax, Cisco, how's it going, guys?
Hey, what's up? It's been a pretty eventful day so far, for me at least.
Yeah, what's been going on with you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just finished up a video, which I actually made a joke about ProJared in, so I had to edit in a disclaimer about his new video. Obviously,
oh my god! Yeah, I watched your new video.
Came out.
Yeah, I had a couple issues with your new video. So first off, in 1 minute into the video, you see this tweet here. Now I didn't have this planned, but since you decided to bring it up, I figured I'd point this out. Something this asshole over here did. Look at this. Look at what this piece of shit did over here. Look at this. All right. Good to know, a video that will probably hit 100K has this in the first minute. An out of context, clearly fabricated tweet slandering me for liking James Charles's ass over here. And Bowblax put this false information.
You said it was a pretty good ass. I was in that.
No, wait, did I say that? Okay, first off, let's look at the quote in question here.
Okay,
I can't stop looking at it. Obviously, that doesn't mean that I enjoy looking at it. That just means that it's strange to look at. Because his ass literally looks like a female's ass. And to see a female's ass on a male's body is strange. Okay, it's like, think about it. Think about it, right? Think about it. If you're in a store or something and you see like this horribly ugly looking lady, you can't stop looking at her, not because you're attracted to her, quite the opposite. You just want to look at her to see how ugly she is. It's the same thing.
Not
it's like
really,
I look at James.
Do that. Honestly, you're gay. You're gay.
Well,
you're gay.
I just want it on the record. I just want it on the record.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but
you can have your opinion. I just want to put on the record. Bowblax put more false information, and I expect a Tommy C stream tomorrow to fully expose and break down Bowblax fucking up his latest story.
Yeah.
It's fucking pathetic.
Well, I mean, Shot from the Point is basically the Bowblax news channel at this point. He even did a whole stream on me recently, today. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, he might as well just change his whole channel into a Bowblax reaction channel. I think it's working out well for him.
Just because he put out one good video doesn't mean that all of them are bangers. Let's just set the record straight, all right?
I mean, the only good Shot from the Point stream in the last, like, what, fucking half a year was today reacting to my video. So, you know.
Oh my god.
Well, how
Bowblax the guy who jerks off to himself in the mirror when he's having sex. Just kidding, he never has sex. So there you go. The closest he got to was cyber sex.
Projecting?
Josh. How enthusiastic was Augie when he said that?
Oh yeah, he was.
Oh, I know for a fact. I was tired as shit. I was low energy. I was monotone.
Oh
my god, literally so full of shit right now. What a bullshit claim to make. You put out false information in your video. All right, this is sounding like
you fucking gay faggot.
No, there's nothing wrong with it, Augie. Come on.
Yeah, honestly, like. It's a very feminine looking ass. Like if you cropped
That's
out
my
just
point.
the ass
That's my
and
point.
looked at
It doesn't look natural. Like that picture, it just doesn't look real.
Yeah, it doesn't look natural on him. But the ass, if you isolate just the ass, it's a good looking ass, and you would look at it and you enjoyed looking at it. Don't lie.
I didn't know I did. No.
Yeah, you did. You loved that ass.
How do you get? All right, whatever. We're going too long in this conversation. Let's just put it to rest. But let it be known that this asshole's putting fake news in his videos.
It's okay to be gay, Augie. Honestly, like it's 2019.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, dude.
It's not okay.
Whoa! I may as well leave then. Holy shit.
Yes, you should leave. You should leave. It's degenerate.
Oh.
I thought this was about ProJared.
Wow, we're exposing Augie.
All right. Let's move on here. So yeah, anyway, that's the pre-show announcement. Hopefully I'll be affiliated on DLive very soon, but I will be on there later tonight playing some video games, pulling my inner Bunty King over here. And yeah, we'll have some fun over there. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the first story. Now, tonight's stream, I don't know if we're going to hit the 2-hour mark. I think the ProJared stuff is going to carry us into that. But just in case it doesn't, we do have a couple stories to look at before we jump right into the ProJared stuff. It also gives people some time to kind of ease into the stream a little. You know, maybe people are out a little busy. Maybe they're having dinner, you know, enjoying their nice home-cooked meals. We'll give them some time to tune in after that and cover some stories real quick before we jump into ProJared. Let's go ahead and begin on this, which is a brand new story that was sent to me literally about 30 minutes ago before I went live. I figured we'd take a look at this. Memology is on the hunt against Ice Poseidon. He's tweeted out, "Now that I got hard evidence about child grooming from Ice Poseidon's part, please contact the rest of the crew if they want to come clean. If not, I will do it myself. One chance." So already, I thought we could go all day without at least having 2 pedophile-related stories. But once again, it's just creeping up. More YouTubers getting allegedly exposed for some potential degenerate crimes involving children, of course. Because why not? Why wouldn't we be dealing with situations like this? Of course, it had to happen.
Yeah. Can we rename the commentary community to the pedophile hunting community? 'Cause that's what it feels like. I mean, at this point.
You know, Chris Hansen, you know, maintaining his relevance by jumping into YouTube was the smartest thing he could have done, because it's absolutely full of prime material. I mean, the commentary community, it might just be prime meat for Chris Hansen's career. I mean, he's got so much to take a look at. He's still working on the Blade story. Now we got potentially Ice Poseidon being a part of this. What is it with IRL streamers in general? It seems like these guys have like a magnetic attraction to getting involved in scandals like this. I don't know what it is with the IRL streaming community, but they seem to have like this problem where, you know, maybe like, obviously this is alleged information, but even being involved with alleged stories like this, there's a problem here, and I don't know what it is. But either way,
I really don't know.
Yeah,
it's just their personality to try and like get away with anything and do anything, because I mean their whole thing is to, you know, do the craziest thing for the most reaction, and obviously you wouldn't want to do illegal shit publicly for a reaction, but maybe it gets them in that mindset where they think they can get away with anything, or they're just degenerates in general and happen to IRL live stream. I really don't know, but it's interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Greatest Russian Spy says maybe they're having dinner, casually plays tipster vomiting. Well, there you go. Oh, man. Anyway, let's keep reading on this. Memology says, banned from his Discord after asking them to come clean. Oh, well. And then he shows a screenshot of getting banned from the Purple Army. Then Memology includes a screenshot that says, sure thing, ... and includes a YouTube comment from someone named Strawberry Vision that says, yo, I'm 13. Or, yo, I'm not 13. Sorry about that. Misread that. I'm not 13. I'm 19. Take this down. Don't cause any further drama. It's all based on fake news and lies. Memology then tweets out, Ice Poseidon's Reddit is trying to flag down copies of the evidence against him. including a screenshot here. Right now is the perfect time to strike the alternative sub. They're taking part in a massive witch hunt, which involves a 13-year-old girl. They're trying to get her to post pics to prove her real age. Whether she's underage or not, now is the time to strike. Reddit admins don't play games. Whether she's underage
or not.
Jesus
so they are
Christ.
fine with it.
They are on the hunt to get rid of all evidence, whether it's true or not. Jesus Christ, these guys, they love Ice Poseidon. I thought his community was turning against him. Apparently, he's still got a lot of fans in there who are trying to terminate incriminating evidence, supposedly, potentially, allegedly, potentially. But yeah, I have to put all these keywords in to make sure that I don't get clipped when we find out this is bullshit or not.
Yeah, all these accusations are always bullshit. It's crazy that I'll get into the ProJared shit later, but it seems that all of these end up being false, man.
Yeah, for sure.
We're just gonna find out in a year's time that this is all false, aren't we? Like that's just how it is nowadays with the.
Well, I'm not gonna discount allegations, but at the same time, we've learned our lesson time and time again that it's important not to just take it all as factual. So that's why I gotta tiptoe through all of this. Hopefully, we enter a time when maybe not every story involved in drama isn't pedophile, sex crimes, or whatever. But like I said, I say this every night now. God, please don't give us another pedophile story. And then the next day, of course, the first thing I see is someone either coming out with brand new, spicy hot allegations off the press, or someone coming out defending allegations, which they shouldn't have to defend if they're false in the first place. People shouldn't be making false allegations. But this is the world we live in, so we have to deal with this. And as a news channel, we're in competition with the greats like Keemstar and I don't actually just Keemstar. So we gotta make sure we're on our A game, boys.
Dude, honestly, hopefully after this trio of false allegations, people will realize you don't really get that much out of making false allegations. It's good short term, but long term, you're kind of gonna get fucked. So it's not even worth doing it, even if you're the type of person who would do it.
Yeah, for sure. Space Bitch in the chat says, I need to see the evidence that it's not just ISIS trolls again. They do this shit all the time. So yeah, fair enough. Yeah, ISIS community, the CX community, very troll heavy, so we can't take this as factual, but it is kind of interesting to play out, and it's kind of interesting that they banned memology. I had this problem with Jeff Holiday when I questioned why he had a potential pedophile symbol tattooed on him. He instead blocked me instantly instead of addressing it. Now, I got him to answer a fan who asked him from an alt account, but, he banned me from my main, so, yeah, not the best look. I mean, look, I can get maybe you've been slandered as a pedophile, and even years after you clarify that you're not, people still come at you and ask you, and it can get annoying. But blocking people is just a surefire way to not, put out the best of images when dealing with shit like this with allegations. So yeah, not the smartest of moves there. Anyway, let's keep reading here. Tough Main, a Reddit user, says, I've already filed several reports against the toxic subreddit. Admins replied to me and said they've received my reports and will take action as necessary. So they probably will be shut down soon, but keep mass flagging them. The more Reddit looks into their pathetic actions, the better. So yeah, the Ice Poseidon army is hard at work, deleting the evidence, supposedly. Let's continue on here. Memology continues. First, the girl was 19. Now the girl is not a girl, is a male. The story keeps changing and easier to get exposed. So now, it's starting to look like maybe there's some bullshit here. Strawbear on Twitter says, listen, nigga, I might be a trap male, but what you're saying right now is going against everything someone who had actually wants to spread the word would do. And then we have, this story's getting a little confusing here. And then we have Memology DMing. Let's see. This is a random user on Twitter. Hey, how about you stop spreading slanderous lies and actually talk to the girl that is supposedly 13? Ice knows she's 19. Memology says the girl is now claiming she is a male. He includes a screenshot that we just read. If you guys are going to defend Ice Poseidon, and if this girl is going to lie again and again, at least come up with a good plan and stop acting, at least come up with a good plan to avoid looking like morons. And that's about the end of the thread right here. So, very confusing story. I would recommend you follow Memology on Twitter if you're interested in keeping up with what's going on here. I think he's going to be putting up some more information on his Twitter feed. But yeah, Not good.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things are a lot of things are, looking kind of questionable on both sides here, at least as far as I'm knowing, unless I'm, not understanding what's going on here. Definitely some weird stuff going on. Getting a little weird and wacky.
Very strange.
But yeah, there you go. Someone sent me that, so I thought we'd take a look at that. Next up in the news, we got Susan Wojcicki going after those commentators again, while also clarifying that YouTube is a free speech open platform. Now, one thing I will give Twitch this is they don't pretend to be, as far as I know, they don't pretend to be a free speech open platform. They're very, they emphasize that, yeah, they will, take you down. Now, they're not honest about their, unfair enforcement of their rules, but they also don't pretend to be an open platform. YouTube, on the other hand, at least according to Susan, does. And we'll take a look at Willie Mac's analysis later, which points out something very interesting. But Susan says, preserving YouTube as an open platform is more important than ever. My latest letter to creators is all about how YouTube balances openness with its responsibility to protect the community, which is very interesting coming from a day after James Alsop, a right-leaning political commentator with 400,000 subs who had no strikes or policy violations, was terminated off of YouTube. So
yeah, that is extremely blatant hypocrisy.
Yeah,
literally just ban someone for their views, and then they're like, "Yeah, a free speech, everybody." Woo!
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, if they're open about it, fair enough. Like, yeah, we got to get rid of hateful or negative or dangerous views or whatever. Obviously, I disagree with that, but I mean, you're not pretending to be a free speech platform, so there's that. But they are. They are. They're this. They think we're this delusional that we'll just believe their bullshit. Anyway, they include a creator blog here. I'll try to go fast with this one. I just want to go through what the policy violations are going to be, how we're going to be affected by this. Now, me personally, I'm a streaming channel, so I don't think, every time there's like a new update going against commentators or, silencing commentators' viewpoints, I kind of skirt through the cracks because I'm a streaming channel, so my channel is like dealt very differently than most video channels. However, a channel like Bowblax's, or any commentary channel for general, this is what really is going to affect him and a lot of other channels, so it's unfortunate to see this nonetheless. And, even me, they could start cracking down streamers again, so, it's not like I'm entirely safe through this either, so let's just take a look here. Susan Wojcicki, preserving openness through responsibility. Dear creators and artists, as I do every quarter, I'd like to pause and reflect on my priorities on how I can help you be successful on YouTube. No, Susan, you're not responsible for helping me be successful on YouTube. Anyway, she continues, but rather than our usual update on this quarter's highlights and lowlights, I want to take a minute to talk about something that is incredibly important to me personally and the future of this platform, openness and how we balance that with our responsibility to protect the community. YouTube is built on the premise of openness. Based on the open platform, millions of creators around the world have connected with global audiences, and many of them have built thriving businesses in the process. But openness comes with its challenges, which is why we also have community guidelines that we update on an ongoing basis. And by update, she means, restricting them and making them more strict and, very, very quietly silencing certain viewpoints that go against the status quo that are just too dangerous to hear. We can't have these. We got to silence it because we can't have people listening to these very dangerous viewpoints. That would be horrible, of course. Most recently, this includes our hate speech policy. Hate speech doesn't exist. And our upcoming harassment policy. When you create a place designed to welcome many different voices, some will cross the line. Bad actors will try to exploit platforms for their own gain. Oh, I love this language, bad actors, yes, which is a very loose term that could mean a variety of things. We don't know. It's like dog whistling. It's another term that, it's bullshit. It's just used to kind of blanket a lot of people that may have, some sketchy opinions here or there, depends on what you believe, but it demonizes them and basically it rewords these people as like a problem. Not people with different viewpoints, but people who are a problem and have to go. Anyway, when you create a place designed to welcome many different voices, some will cross the line. More vague language. Bad actors will try to exploit platforms for their own gain, and even as we invest in the system to stop them, as more issues come into view, a rising chorus of policymakers, press, and pundits are questioning whether an open platform is valuable or even viable. Despite these concerns, it is maybe not monetarily, but I'd say intellectually, it's very valuable to have an open platform. Anyway.
They open this whole thing with like freedom of speech and open platform, and now they're talking about like bad actors and people they don't want on their platform. Like, just let them upload YouTube videos as long as they're not breaking the community guidelines. Then it's all good, right?
The ever-changing community guidelines, but let alone.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's basic stuff that should go. I mean, death threats, shit like that. You know, that stuff with Covenant Lazarus and stuff like that. Yeah, obviously, I don't think I'd lose sleep if Covenant Lazarus lost his YouTube channel, for fuck's sake. But, you know, when it comes to opinion pieces and, you know, analysis of real-world situations that are getting silenced for no fucking reason other than to get rid of these bad actors, then, yeah, I think, you know, I think that's bullshit. Anyway, she continues, first, openness leads to opportunity. Today's creators have built an entire creative economy and are redefining the face of media. They are truly next-generation media business with millions of views and global brands who are contributing to local blah, blah, blah. Those are creators that would not have a chance to break through in more close... Oh my god, I don't give a shit, Susan. Jesus Christ, this is boring. Or creators like Laura, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, I don't care. We all know you suck certain creators' dicks. Let's see, a report from the Ryerson University that found that YouTube creators have created 28,000 full-time jobs just in Canada, and 20% of the eligible Canadian creators are creating jobs for others. Jesus Christ, I don't give a fuck about Canada either. Come on, Susan.
Excuse me?
Well then.
Alright, let's read this part. I don't give a shit about Canada. I don't live in Canada. Canada can suck my dick. Let's keep reading.
America can suck my dick. Fuck
Openness has also helped foster community. On an open platform, a shared experience can unite people in amazing ways. For example, oh my god, New Zealand. I don't give a shit about New Zealand either. Jesus Christ. Openness leads to learning. As a daughter of two... Oh my god. I don't care about you either. Jesus.
My black son.
Yes. I will. I want to read an entire letter about your black son. What are the policy changes? Is this just a vague letter about, you know, problematic
there will
content?
be like this policy stuff like further down, I think.
Okay, I think we're seeing bullet points now. I think this is the policy. All right, let's continue on here. Yeah. This is why we've been investigating significantly over the past few years in the teams and systems that protect YouTube. Our approach towards responsibility involves the 4 R's. Oh my god.
The 4 R's. Nice little catchphrase, dude.
Retard. All right, let's keep reading this.
Retarded. Ridiculous.
For Salty Gamer Tots 2 in the Super Chat, Susan is a big boomer that is really woke. Yes, that is true. She's a big boomer that tries to act like a teenager, and it just doesn't work.
Oh my
anyway,
god.
let's keep
the
reading
first
this.
R is remove. Oh boy. Nice.
Remove. My favorite R, dude. Hell yeah. This is what I want to read.
So excited.
Thank you for the follow, Stan Keck on DLive. Let's see. Patrick Plays on DLive says, retard, rape, remove, raise up. I like a rape as one of them. Thanks. All right, let's read this right here. We remove content that violates our policy as quickly as possible, and we're looking forward to make our policies clearer or more effective. As we well, then why did James also not get any strikes? He didn't get a 3 strikes system. He just got pulled, and he got a letter sent to him that said, "Yeah, your speech is offensive. We're taking you out."
Yeah. And then she says here, as we've done with pranks, challenges, child safety, and hate speech just this year, you haven't made the policies clearer. You've only made it more vague and got people worried to whether they are actually, you know, violating the guidelines because they don't know because it's so fucking vague.
Yeah.
Hate speech. That's not a definitive term.
We aim to be thoughtful when we make these updates and consult a wide variety of experts to inform our thinking. For example, we talked to dozens of experts as we developed our updated hate speech policy. We also report the removals. Okay, so yeah, basically she's saying, yeah, we remove hateful content. Next R, raise up. Authoritative voices when people are looking for breaking news information. And by raise up authoritative voices, she's not talking about, private journalists, or if she is, it's like the night show people. It's like the people that YouTube has determined are safe and are promoting the message they want you to listen to. It's not, you're not promoting, rising talent or, up and coming, private, commentators or investigators. You're not doing any of that sort. You're promoting, Fox or CNN on the trending tab. Like anybody still listens to that. Like any, person my age is going to listen to fucking CNN nightly. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah. Also, this sentence just kind of proves that they, artificially promote certain channels that they like. Oh, this looks like a good news source or whatever. Let's raise them up. It's like, no, everyone should have the equal opportunity to grow regardless. But no, it just proves that the odds are stacked against certain creators.
The next R, we reduce the spread of content that brushes up against our policy line. Isn't that just... I guess they're talking about algorithm and stuff like that. So for instance, oh yeah, here it is, 50%. Already in the US, we have made changes to recommendations earlier. We've seen a drop of 50% of views from recommendations to this type of content, aka commentary content, meaning quality content has more of a chance to shine. Well, you know, I'm not, I don't think I'm against that sentiment, that quality. See, here's the thing, right? I'm a little torn by this because on one hand, I like that YouTube as a platform is like a platform that anybody can be successful in regardless of their maybe visual or editing talent. But on the other hand, there's a lot of small, you know, creators or something that, you know, that do some amazing content that just don't get the recognition they deserve. However, I think what we all can have an issue with is that 50% drop in views. Hell yeah, boys. Commentary? Fuck those guys who are mean to other innocent creators. We're just gonna pull their views artificially and, you know, create a obviously biased system here.
It's just so vague what content gets the 50% drop in views and which doesn't, because it says, oh, content that like brushes up against the community guidelines. How do you know how close you are to violating the community guidelines or not? Everything is just so vague. Like, I'm sure if these commentary channels or whatever could avoid it, they would evolve their content in the way that YouTube wants it, but YouTube is just not clear on what exactly they want. They're just like, fuck you, I don't like this content, let's reduce the amount of views it gets recommended. Just tell them what they're doing wrong, and they'll probably fix it. They might complain about it, but I'm sure, you know, people would adapt.
The next R is rewarding. Again, isn't this just raising up? This is more like 2 R's here. Let's see. Not all content allowed on YouTube is going to match what advertisers feel suitable for their brand. We have to be sure that they're comfortable with where their ads appear. This is also why we're enabling new revenue streams for creators like Super Chat and memberships. Give me the goddamn join button. I hit all the requirements for the join button. Give me the join button. Jesus, YouTube. I'm just sitting here waiting with my flaccid cock out. Hurry up and give it to me. But anyway.
May 31st.
Yeah, by the way, Super Chat, a system... Now, look, I'm grateful for every Super Chat I get. Believe you me. Especially after a few Mondays ago. But Super Chat is flawed because 30% of that revenue that's supposed to go to me, the creator, that you're trying to reward, ends up going back to you. As if, you know, this massive company of Google needs more money. And let alone the fact that when someone donates $2... I'd imagine the intent for that $2 to go to me because they enjoy the stream or whatever reason they're donating. They intend for that money to go to me, not like a third of that money to also go to Google. I don't think they give a fuck about Google. And memberships, well, like I said, I've hit all my requirements for my membership button, yet you still haven't given me the button yet. So you do
realize it's the same percentage for the join button. Like I get $5 from someone. I get $5 from someone, and yet I only get $3.50 from it.
Oh, they must have changed that, because here's the thing. I do have a join button on a different channel, and not that I think I only ever ended up getting 2 members on that channel, but when I did, I'm pretty sure it gave me all the revenue, but maybe they changed that. Huh. So again, another flaw in the system right there. Susan ends this letter off.
You'll still get robbed.
I mean, the revenue that I do get is nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being ungrateful here. But it is a flawed system to be like, you know, Super Chat and membership. There's alternative ways to make money. Well, yeah, but then we have problems in those systems as well. That's why the default way to donate to this stream is on Streamlabs, where I actually make 100% of what's given to me. So if you want to support the stream, but you don't want YouTube taking your shekels, well, you can send them directly on the Streamlabs. Anyway, let's continue on here. Susan ends the letter off by writing, "The stories I hear from creators like you inspire me every day." No, they don't. She continues.
Yeah, the story's like, "I'm getting demonetized, Susan. Oh, I'm so inspired. Let me add more respect to his life."
Oh, man. "The community you've created is living proof that an internet that reflects a broad range of ideas can change the world for the better." A broad range of left-leaning ideas, I would imagine.
Yeah. A broad range of ideas, unless we don't like them, then go away because it's hate speech. But yeah, broad range of ideas, guys.
You built something incredible. It's our job to strike the right, strike the right balance. Sorry, I cut off a little too soon there. It's our job to strike the right balance. Sorry, between openness and responsibility, so that future generations of creators and users can as well. Well, there you go. Strike to the right. Fuck's sake. All right. Well, there you go. That's Susan's hot letter, fresh off the presses. I can imagine every YouTuber that received this letter was just overjoyed to see this and is happy that Susan is looking out for creators like us. Oh, man. All right. Well, there you go. That's Susan's little take there.
Thank you, Susan. Well, she did say that.
Thank you, Susan. Very cool.
I am grateful in a sense because she did say that 50% views got reduced in the U.S. and I'm Canadian. So maybe that's why my channel's doing well. Thank you, Susan.
They've eliminated all of the competition, so now the only commentators that's left is Bo Blx. So obviously he's scraping up he's getting all the scraps right there that the Americans.
Thank God I live in Canada, dude. All these
the one time being in Canada, there's a benefit to living in Canada over America. The one singular time.
Not the one time. There's a lot of other reasons.
Oh man, strike the right. I can't get over that.
Strike the right, Susan. 2019.
It's so factual. That's the one thing she said, and it wasn't even intentional. Oh man! All right, let's continue on with here. A little minor update to the crazy Sonic fan story that we covered. Of course, if you came from Tommy C, I was hanging out on Tommy C's show, had a good time as I always do whenever I'm on Tommy C's show. He was going over Bowblax's reading of the crazy Sonic fan story. Well, we got a little update to that story this morning. I woke up on my Twitter feed, checked my phone, see what's going on, see all the people, in my replies talking about the show last night, the crazy show that I did not expect to happen, but did happen. Seemed like a lot of people enjoyed that one, by the way, so I do appreciate that. Anyway, Nick tossed this tweet up here. Crazy Sonic fan, the 25-year-old creator who admitted to sending explicit images to a minor, has changed his name to Sonic Destiny. The channel with over 1,000 subscribers is still currently uploading after making the outrageous statements on Twitter in response to his DM leak. And then I dropped a reply in here showing a screenshot. Someone wrote, Crazy Sonic fan, why did you change your name and profile picture? And he wrote back from the brand new Sonic Destiny account, because Crazy Sonic fan is gone. He couldn't handle it mentally, so I'm taking care of the channel for him. Obviously, I'm pressing X to doubt. I would imagine this is a lie. He's just pretending to be someone else to separate himself from the drama. But if it is true by any stretch of the imagination, that is kind of interesting that he had to leave because he couldn't handle the internet or something, even though his channel is doing just fine. He's getting no dislike bombs, no unsubs, there's no legal repercussions that's going to happen to him. He skated by this situation just fine, so I don't know why he's, struggling mentally with this situation. Maybe it's just because he's retarded. I don't know. But
it's probably because he's retarded. This is the most obvious lie ever. It's not. It's
not. There's no one else running the channel. It's just him.
It's so fucking cowardly. Like, instead of just actually fucking owning up to the shit, he just kept fucking defending it, and then when it wasn't working, just fucking says, "Oh, I'm someone else now." That doesn't count.
Sounds like such an autistic Sonic fan thing to do.
It's a very It's a very Sonic tuber thing to do.
Yeah, Cisco knows. He's experienced in the Sonic tuber.
His bio, fucking hell, I can't even.
What about his bio?
It just says, "Oh, this is a new person of a fallen YouTuber or some shit." And I'm like,
are you serious?
Why?
Wait,
yeah,
what's his Twitter? Because he changed his name now. Is it Sonic Destiny?
No, it's private. It's privated.
Oh, it's privated. Well, I can still see his bio. I'm pretty sure I can still see his Twitter.
No, on his YouTube.
Oh, on his YouTube. I thought you were talking about Twitter bio. The YouTube bios are the most pointless thing ever because nobody reads that. All right, let me look up his.
I guess Sonic tubers read.
Just put Crazy Sonic fan. It'll turn up. It's
Crazy Sonic fan. All right, Sonic Destiny. Oh boy.
He keeps changing the profile, but that's 3 times in the last 2 hours.
Oh my god, his bio right here. Description. Hello people, I am Sonic Destiny, a successor of a fallen previous YouTuber. There is a lot of interesting Sonic stuff which you might like. This channel has a lot of potential to be the best Sonic channel out there. Listen, if I'm writing a bio for my channel is the best in whatever I do. I am the best goddamn live streamer on this fucking site. I don't have the potential to be the best. I am the best. Anyway,
how do you be the best at doing gameplay?
Yeah, he's not doing good commentary or voice. He's literally he's just uploading gameplay.
Videos even.
I don't even know.
It's not just
Roblox. Oh my god. It's like the combined forces of 2 different autisms. You got Sonic and Roblox on the same channel. Jesus.
Yeah, the best.
All right, Lina tossed $2 in the super chat. Super chat. Wow, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, he tossed $2 in the super chat. Successor of a fallen previous Sonic YouTuber. Yes, indeed. We love the confidence. Damn straight. The confidence. Confidence is the best thing you can have. The best character tribute or attribute rather you can have for yourself. Especially in a time when people are so lacking in their own self-confidence. You must have a strong sense of confidence.
As a Sonic gameplay YouTuber.
Especially as a Sonic gameplay YouTuber. Especially, of course.
But nothing special with his Twitter. It's just a dot. No.
Very. Did he do that thing where he blacks out his Twitter? He makes all his shit black?
I'll go and get it for you, actually.
Yeah, please do, because I'd like to take a look at that. Oh, man.
But I don't see anything special about it, but I'll show you. Just a sec.
Go ahead and just send it to my DMs. By the way, just Discord DMs. By the way, shout out to people watching right now. We're just about to hop into the ProJared situation right now. So if you hear from the title, we're about to get into that right now. No, you did not miss that. All right, this is Crazy Sonic Fans. New Twitter account, so we changed it.
No, it's the same, isn't it?
I think he just changed the app.
He changed the app, so it's Sonic Fan. He's got Sonic Distressed.
He's no longer crazy. He's just Sonic Fan now.
He's just Sonic Fan. He's not the crazy. The crazy is now gone from him. He is just the Sonic Fan. Oh my god. Well, there you go. And his bio is
Twitter,
just
he hasn't said anything. No. So.
I'm gonna follow request and see if I get in.
Oh my god. I expect to be blocked by him because I fucking atted him, like, just saying, like, you will not get away with this and shit. So he'll block me.
So, Cisco, I'm curious, before we jump into ProJared and all, I'm curious, like, what does the Sonic community, like, if they even have any opinion whatsoever, think of you being on a toxic drama stream like this one? Have they outed you yet? Have they threatened to blackmail you or release incriminating DMs yet? Like, what's the reaction? If there is any?
I mean, it already happened already because before I joined, being regular on After Hours, most of the Sonic tubers blacklisted me for collaborations and shit to begin with. So they probably don't know. They probably don't. Most of them probably don't know that I'm here. I just came here because I had nothing to lose. Really,
Cisco's just like, fuck it, whatever. Well,
I'm already the black sheep of the community, so
yeah. The fact that the community can even put this guy in a position to where he feels like he has nothing to lose, or he feels like if he comes onto a certain show, they're gonna like disavow him. It's just shows the toxicity of that.
Because they all have like a little circle of Sonic tubers, and I was put to the curb, as you call it, a while ago, because I have hot takes.
Yeah, that shit's fucked. I noticed a lot of like gaming YouTube communities, especially like smaller ones with like smaller creators, are particularly like that. So I don't like it at all.
Oh, Bowblax, did you link my streamer with something? Because I'm noticing the subs, like the viewership has been pretty good tonight, and the subs are
oh yeah, I posted it as a pinned comment on my newest video and posted a community post. Yep.
Oh, thank you. Well, there you go.
No problem.
Shout out to everyone who's here from Bowblax. I hope you enjoy it. We do this shit Monday through Friday every night, and it's fun as fuck. Usually, there's not much pedo stuff, or there's pedo stuff to a minimum. Unfortunately, in the past weeks, now 2 weeks, that's been all there is. So we try to cover as best as we can. Now, saying that, I'm gonna read a super chat, and then we're gonna get right back into the pedo stuff. Yeah, Jesus. All right, Lina tossed $1 in the super chat. Okay, fine. I'll start using Streamlabs. Thank you very much. Oh, the Streamlabs. There you go. What's going on, Triangle Days in the chat? How you doing? All right, let's go ahead and hop into the story right here. ProJared. So. 3 months ago, he was accused, or rather 3 months ago, his ex-wife came out and accused him of cheating with him. Then some people came out and tried to expose him for sending underage nudes to fans. Now, ProJared, 3 months later, has come out with the video debunking the underage part. Now, when it came to the cheating, I watched the video, obviously, but I don't think I can't recall him debunking no, he did debunk the cheating, sorry. He said, no, I did not cheat, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he said he didn't cheat. He said he was trying to break up with her in
Yeah.
October, and she denied it, and then he went and slept with Holly. So he was trying to break it off, and she was just being stubborn. So
now, when it comes to the stuff with
cheating, I don't know.
Yeah, when it comes to the stuff between him, Heidi, and Holly, that relationship, he was less getting into that because he knew. I think from his point of view, he knew that he wasn't going to win that entire debate. Now, Bedhead Bernie, who's a creator, I've known the name for a while. I wasn't really familiar with him, and I followed him on Twitter today, and then I finally caught his video he did about a month ago on the ProJared situation. A month before, mind you, ProJared came out, he actually put out a video talking about the Heidi relationship and basically showed Heidi's hypocrisy, because Heidi was actually very, very open to a, what do they call it, polyamorous relationship.
Yes.
To the point where if ProJared was a cheater by definition, Heidi is also a hypocrite. So he explains it 1,000 times better than how I'm doing it right now. So I'd highly recommend, if I can find that right now, I think Tommy put it on his Twitter today. I'm gonna go ahead and link his video right now. And after the stream, if you're genuinely curious about his stuff with Heidi, then I'd highly recommend you catch this Bedhead Bernie video. It's very good. The music in it is very good. It's read by Turkey Tom, so a familiar voice there if you're not familiar with Bedhead Bernie, but very good video. Highly recommend it. But today, we're going to be going over more the underage shit, because, god damn it, it's after hours. If there wasn't underage sex crimes, what would it be? What would it be? That's just all the show is. So, Anyway. But no, that's what ProJared mostly focused on, because it was easily debunkable, and he does a fantastic job of doing it. I didn't agree with everything about this video, more so just how he kind of victimized himself. Now, he has a case to be a victim, but he also admitted to wrongdoings in his video. So I don't know. I just feel like for a video, like trying to be as strong as possible, going a little too far on the victimization is going to backfire. But that's just like a personal disagreement.
Yeah,
I thought for the most part the video was good.
Yeah, I thought for the most part the video was good too. Near the end, he victimizes himself in a way that I don't really agree with, saying that like the whole internet was like ganging up against him. What they were, but kind of just like blaming everyone and shaming everyone for going against him and not looking into the facts, when the facts kind of hinged on a lot of personal information that we didn't know, and then also information that was like really, really deep into the internet. Like you had to look up the accusers Tumblr and then see a post where from a certain date, you know, they were hallucinating and whatever. So you know, you can't really, I don't really feel like it's fair that that ProJared you know, victimized himself in that way in particular. But besides that, the video was good. I guess it's just the way he felt about it, but yeah, besides that, I think the video's fine.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Samurai Genji, for the follow on DLive. Like I said, later tonight, I'll be doing some gaming on DLive, so if you're into that kind of stuff. I might be doing some Breath of the Wild. It kind of depends on what I feel like at the time, but be sure to follow my DLive if you want to see the gaming stuff. That's enough shilling. Let's go ahead and hop right into this. Oh, and also like the stream. There you go. I'm done shilling there. Let's go ahead and jump into this ProJared video. We're not going to see the full thing. We're going to see a large part of it. I don't know if we're going to see the full thing. We're just kind of going to get through this as it goes along, because I want to highlight to you what types of liars we're dealing with here, because there actually is, in a weird way, some humor in this story. So let's go ahead and take a look at this right now.
Hey.
Now, I want to clarify. Do you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. I just want to make sure. Let's jump into this right now.
It's me. And I was lied to. And so are you. It's been a tumultuous last few months, to say the least. And I don't know how else to describe what I watched other than sheer disbelief. For those of you who are unaware, a few months ago, some individuals circulated serious accusations against me. And I want to make it perfectly clear right now.
Yeah, Stormy points out in the chat, oh shit, he did a stereotypical YouTuber video apology. Look, I'm not saying it was perfect, but when you listen to the full thing, I think everything he's saying sounds perfectly reasonable in his explanation, and he outright debunks fully, 100%, you cannot argue against it, one of the accusations and strongly destroys the other one. So yeah, if you watch the full video, like I said, the execution wise, there's criticism to this video that makes it look like a stereotypical piece of shit apology. But I swear, if you watch the full thing, yeah, it's just starting.
Yeah. And there's a couple potential holes that I don't know if they are lies or are truths, and as they come up, I will point them out. But
Banana M says, has Holly commented? Not that I know of, but we'll take a look at her Twitter after we finish watching this.
I believe she retweeted the video, but that's it.
Oh, okay, she just retweeted. Oh, there you go. Yep. I checked to see if Heidi was commenting. I know she was tweeting and stuff, but I didn't have time to. I checked that before I saw ProJared's video, so I didn't make any connections that I could have.
Oh, what the fuck? Holly blocked me. What the fuck? She just
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh, rip, dude. Damn.
Okay.
Wait, she blocked you today?
Yeah, today.
Why?
I was talking nice about ProJared today.
What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Press F's in the chat for Bowblax there.
But yeah, she retweeted it. I looked at my alt. Fucking hell, why she block me?
The day you're nice to her. Yeah, okay, alright.
Fuck you, Holly. I guess.
Maybe she set up like a block bot or something on today of all days because she knew like there was going to be like more shit stirring in this situation. I don't even know. I don't even know what she's doing.
Proof. I have the receipts.
She's watching After Hours? Yeah, that'd be funny. Holly, put an F in the chat if you're watching After Hours.
I know a lot of people have been wondering why I've been silent and why it's taken me 3 months to say something. Serious allegations need to be taken seriously. I spent this entire time talking to as many people as I could.
Pay attention, unfunnies.
Lawyers, law experts, officials, anyone. And I wasn't going to do anything until I was certain that it would be safe to talk about. Thankfully, it is. So here I am. Besides, I saw how the internet responded. 3 months ago, I was demonized and dehumanized. People were understandably angry. And a few things I
So now here's my first issue with the video. He goes on to say how he was dehumanized, but then he goes on to say like it was understandable. So is he sympathizing with is he sympathizing with people, or is he, you know, going after people for it? I don't know. Now I get it. He fucked Holly because she has a check mark on Twitter. Dude, man just wanted the check mark, all right? Is that what I gotta do to get a check mark on Twitter? Apparently. I mean, either that or punching a cop, so my options are limited. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm still a bit wary of, like, ProJared just as a person in general, because I've heard other things from other YouTubers where they just think ProJared is kind of like a dick in general, and he does kind of give off, like, some weird vibes, in my opinion, like, in terms of just, like, kind of how he portrays himself in terms of, like, I don't know, aggression or whatever. Obviously, it's just an observation. I can't say anything definitively, but I don't know. Like some of the things he's saying here, like in terms of what were we talking? What you just said, the saying that he was dehumanized and then saying that it was understandable and shit like that. There's a bit of inconsistencies in this video that make me a bit wary, but overall he does have some very solid facts, so yeah, the video's still good, but I don't know if I can, you know, fully trust ProJared at everything he says.
I did try to
Bowblax does have a way with words, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, literally, I was gonna make a comment. I was like, yeah, the tism is really hitting hard tonight. Jesus Christ, like the fucking dead air.
God, I need caffeine or something, Jesus.
Yeah, you need to get doped up on something right now. Oh my god. You should do After Hours High again. I remember we did one show where he was just completely like blazed or something. Dude. Alright, let's get through this, because I don't want to be here for like 3 hours.
Met with
because fuck you guys, I can't stand this shit. I fucking hate doing this show.
Outrage. And a few people.
Oh, speaking of which, I just want to point out. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Got a little too ahead of myself.
People who tried to speak out on my behalf were threatened into silence, and they only stopped out of fear of the internet.
Now he's referring to Peanut Butter Gamer. Now, I was reminded of Peanut Butter Gamer's stupid response where he said, yeah, this ain't it, Chief. I think that's why he was mocked. If he had come out and said something more reasonable or something more agreeable, or something that the audience at the time could have grasped a little easier than, yes, this ain't it, Chief, I think it would have gone much better for him. I think the reason why he was like chewed off by the internet is probably because of his own word choice rather than the fact that he was sort of defending you. So yeah, that's another point I disagree with. But then again, yeah, this is
also what's really weird is Peanut Butter Gamer owns Normal Boots, and they kicked him from Normal Boots according to the Normal Boots statement because of the allegations. So if Peanut Butter Gamer didn't believe the allegations, why would he kick him from Normal Boots because of the allegations?
Yeah.
And what I'm hoping for now is that at least a few people are willing to listen. I mean, you're here, so thank you for hearing me out.
And
I've already seen a lot of posts.
If you could pause the video. To answer the chat, I was going to get into that when he actually mentioned it. He did say he resigned Normal Boots, but then why would Normal Boots say that he got removed because of these reasons and not just say that he decided to leave Normal Boots? Like, Normal Boots was pretty disingenuous within their statement, so either Normal Boots was just, being disingenuous in the way they worded it, or ProJared is lying, which I think I'm more inclined to believe that Normal Boots just worded it in a way that would pander to the masses, but I don't know.
So you're saying Normal Boots as being the disingenuous type? Sorry.
Yeah, potentially, because I mean the statement says that they kicked him because of these
it's a little bit of
and he said he left on his own accord.
Yeah, one person's lying.
Which one
here.
is it?
Yeah, interesting. If it's ProJared that's lying, that's gonna make his case look pretty damn bad.
From people telling me to move on or that the tea is cold. I'm sorry that this is no longer entertaining for them, but just because they're bored of it doesn't mean that the harassment stopped or that the story is final and over. What this all came down to was people saying that I was exchanging nudes with fans on Snapchat and Tumblr. And a lot of people want to know if I did any of that. Yeah, I did. And I always made it clear that it was for consenting adults only. This came about when numerous people had asked me about it and wanted to know if it was okay to do. I said,
okay, Anonymous, I'm not drunk as fuck yet, but I will totally send you a tits pic. This is from Jared, I assume?
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get real about this shit since somebody brought it up. You can do what you want, but it is your choice. Also, be respectful of adult age and not regret it later. Be smart.
Yes, that it would be a safe place for people who wish.
And by the way, yeah, I see people calling this gross. It is kind of fucking weird when you think about it. Making a story, because I had to be explained to this by Nick, because I'm always of the opinion like YouTubers getting news from fans. There's nothing wrong like inherently with that fact alone. But if you're setting up, it's a different argument. When you're setting up a fucking Tumblr. And being like, yeah, this is ProJared. You like my videos? You like my Nintendo Switch review? Now send me your fucking dick or your tits or something. It's a little different there.
It's just so weird that you're married and in a relationship, and even if the relationship's going a bit weird, like...
Oh, yeah, let alone the fact that he's married as well. It's just like...
Yeah, well, even if he wasn't married, just to do this outright is just so fucking... weird. Like, hi guys, I'm ProJared. Do you want to have some sexual interactions with me? Your favorite YouTuber? Like, yeah, go get your dick wet like some other place, like a normal.
Like, yeah, you guys like this show? You guys like the show? Send me your fucking titty pics right now. No, it's different than YouTubers talking to their fans, because I don't think that's wrong. But, setting up a feed specifically for that purpose. Like, it's like, if I were to, like, set up a Discord server where people could, like, send me their fucking, like, titties or something. It's like, that would be weird as fuck. Like, let's be real here. If I did that, that would be weird as fuck. And everybody would be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? That's strange. That's really fucking strange,
Yeah. Nick said he's basically asking, even though they did it of consent, he's basically still asking, like, hey, any fans out there who love ProJared want to send some nudes over my way? Like, why? Yeah, and why? The fact that he's specifically leveraging his, status as ProJared, this bigger YouTuber, it's just so fucking weird. Like, if you really want to, like, you know, exchange nudes with someone, do it, you know, don't do it as a public figure. Don't do it through the name ProJared. Just, you know.
Don't do it on your verified Twitter account where it says ProJared. All right, got it.
Yeah. You know, just do it like any other person would.
Yeah.
You know, just go on
What?
Tinder or whatever. And he's married, so it's fucking weird.
And then there's also the other issue in this situation, which is that it's impossible to verify ages online. You know, just on the basis of like, oh, are you 18? Yes. All right. Well, here's some of your tits. You know.
Yeah,
oh, you weren't 18. You lied to me. Well, shit.
Yeah.
And he even talks about, like, you know, people were asking him, like, you know, maybe you should set up, like, an ID system, but then it's impossible to verify if those IDs that are being sent come from the same person as, you know, what the ID would suggest. So there's a problem there. In general, you know, opening up a server or a website specifically to get pictures from fans is going to fuck you in the ass at the end of the day. There's no possible way that this little scheme of yours to get, like, you know, pictures or whatever is going to go well for you at all. Even if nothing wrong happens, it's still going like it's just still a bad idea in general, you know?
Yeah.
All right, but let's go on and continue the video.
To express themselves in that way, and for me to express myself in that way. It was an open invitation for those who wanted to do it, and that I wouldn't be offended or upset, and that nothing would be shared or saved without explicit permission. To be clear, it was an open invitation to those who wanted to participate. The choice was always up to them. At no point did I ever go through my followers list and single out individuals or...
If we could pause it here. Even though I, like, agree with this video and, like, all of the facts that he shows, and I do think he was vindicated, and, like, you know, the Twitter accounts did him dirty, and, you know, Heidi, I don't support Heidi in the slightest. I do think it shows a lot of his character that he would actually go about making this Tumblr. Like, doesn't it kind of just show, like, kind of the type of person he is?
It's also the image of him, right? It's like the image. He doesn't come off as, like, you know, this, like, super, like, self-confident. I mean, first off, he reviews Nintendo games. He looks kind of strange or something. Like, you know, maybe he has trouble getting girls. I don't know. This is just me making a character assumption. But that image combined with what he's doing online, it kind of, like, shows, like, his sort of, like, inner character or whatever. You know, the fact that, you know, it's just like, come on, dude, just go out. Or if you're married, preferably, you know, be loyal to your woman or whatever, you know? It's like, but if you're not married, you know, just, like, fucking go out a little more. Maybe don't use the internet to try to get e-pussy or whatever, you know? Motherfucker was horny on Maine. Exactly.
Green names and pursue them. I never did that. I always left the choice up to them. Let them choose to engage or not, to initiate or have nothing at all. I made a conscious effort to treat everyone with the same respect, always.
Oh, look at this tweet right here. Let's see. This is Heidi right here.
Yeah, that's Heidi.
How do you feel about your husband's obsession with nudes? She says, the fact that I get this question all the time tells me that people expect me to be upset about it. Jared can post whatever he wants on Tumblr. He's not hurting anyone. He's not cheating on me. He just made a funny guy. He's just a funny guy making funny jokes. And then he says, I love you, wife. Send nudes. Jesus. Fuck's sake. God damn it.
Well, maybe he's like, maybe she didn't really know the full extent.
Well, here's the story.
Because that's what she said on Twitter. But then
people brought this up to her, and her explanation was that she basically, like, changed her mind of the consent to the fact that his husband was getting nudes, so now it's not okay anymore, which is interesting. So,
yeah, I don't know.
I see
the stuff between him and Heidi is a little bit muddied. It's just so fucking weird because she's, like, saying so much shit on Twitter and he's saying shit, and it's literally like a public divorce. It's impossible to know who's 100% in the right and who's 100% in the wrong. There's probably faults on both sides. It's a typical messy divorce. Like, I feel like for the most part that stuff should kind of be ignored. We should mostly just focus on the Tumblr stuff and potential pedophilia, which it isn't pedophilia now, but those were the allegations. So
Yeah, Nick
that's
says
kinda
if
how
she
I would
agrees with
approach
it,
it.
fuck them both. Let's
The
read
no
this one right
shame,
here.
what goes on between...
Okay, Anonymous asks, do you share the nudes and lewds you get with Heidi, or do you keep them to yourself? ProJared responds, she's seen some of them. Her response has generally been, nice!
consenting adults. It was never meant to be an abuse of power. I never offered anyone anything in return, like making them a Twitch mod or early access to a YouTube video or whatever. I also never threatened anyone any kind of punishment if they didn't or anything like that. However, I want to acknowledge now that there was a power imbalance. That comes down to who I am and what I do. Even if there was nothing offered in return, there was still incentive for people to do it because I am a YouTuber. It doesn't matter how neutral the intent was, just being in this position causes a power imbalance. And a lot of people saw that and were upset at me for that reason. And to those of you who feel that way, I completely understand how you feel and why you feel that way. And I'm sorry. I feel that what I was doing was not predatory, but it was unhealthy. But that isn't the main grievance that everyone has with me. It's the other
Yeah, Nick makes a good
allegations
point in the
by...
chat. I don't like apologies where they're like, if you feel this way, I'm sorry. But if you don't feel that way, then
Yeah, I'm
probably
sorry
not
because
sorry.
you felt, upset about the situation or whatever. Yeah, like I said, there are some problems in this video. I'm not saying that this video was like, this fucking, it's not like Slaz's, video where it's like the saving grace or whatever. It's like the fucking, like it's so well done or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, T-Clips, he's for sure reading a script that he made very carefully. I mean, it's probably why it took so long for this video to come out. But it's very clear that he is reading off something. Somehow I feel like, I don't know, like he talks about like, it's just who he is and it's like, oh, I can't help it. I am a YouTube creator. There's going to be that power dynamic there. But it's like, you could do this type of stuff if you really wanted to without attaching your YouTube name to it. Maybe you're just that inconfident in being able to get nudes without that aspect to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel he acts like it was inevitable. If he were to do something sexual, that his name would have to be attached to it, his ProJared name, when it really doesn't. So I don't know. This is like definitely kind of like the weakest part of the video, in my opinion, with the Tumblr stuff. It definitely gets more solid throughout the video, but I don't know, man. It's still a bit weird that he would do that stuff, period, but...
Sanakatas $5. Stay the fuck back. Aim, aim, aim. We will defend ourselves. Oh, sorry, wrong stream. My bad. I'll show myself out and do better next time. Thank you for that. Tipster tossed $5. Correction. Normal boot statement says them and Jared mutually agree to part ways. Also, yes, I'm super delayed in the stream. Well, thank you, Tipster. I do appreciate that correction there. Okay. So
yeah, thank you.
Okay, so they mutually agreed, but Jared's saying he left. So is there an issue there?
I don't know. I don't think there's an inconsistency. I'd have to look into it.
Yeah.
But...
These two, they're both named Charles.
All right, this is why I'm playing this video, is for these two dipshits over here. So let's listen to this. Pay attention to these characters.
These guys are retarded. Yeah.
Sure. Boy.
I don't like these people.
Which is going to be confusing. So for the one from the UK, I'm going to use his nickname, which is Chai. Their tweets were some serious accusations, and I'll go over them, but they both basically boil down to the same thing. That they were underage, that I knew this, and that I was okay with it, and encouraged them to interact with me. I'm going to show you exactly how these accusations are inaccurate or just flat out lies. The key word that they allege is that I did all of this knowingly and intentionally. which is false. For example, if we go to Chai's accusations, we can see that... Oh, never mind. He deleted his accusations.
Oh, man.
Well, that's okay, because we can still go to Charlie's Twitter, and we can see that... Oh, wait. They deleted theirs, too. This is the equivalent of firing a gun and then trying to hide it while it's still smoking. And for the record...
Now you could say something like, oh, well, they had a bot that deletes shit after every month or whatever to make sure they don't get suspended. But... if that's the case, and whoever's making that noise, get the fuck out of here. I'm just I'm saying that right now. Whoever's making that noise in Discord, get the fuck out. But what I'm saying is, if they have that bot where it deletes their tweets, maybe not a good idea to delete the huge allegation you're making against another guy. I don't know, but does their Twitter go back at all to that time? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
They both deleted their tweets shortly after their narratives were questioned. Posted out there just long enough. But that's okay. Like I said, I have the receipts. The most prominent accusation was the first one from Chai. I'm going to make this available for everyone to read, but I'm just going to paraphrase for now. What it claims is that he had sent me nudes while telling me he was only 16, and I said that I was okay with that and continued to spur him on. It's also important to note that he states that he has no evidence of us ever interacting. So all we have to go on is his word. And in an instance such as this, where he has no evidence, my word is just as valid as his. And here's the thing with that. I don't remember ever talking to this person. None of what he claims sounds familiar to my memory at all. The actions he describes doesn't sound like something I would ever do. Nothing in it sounds right or familiar. And through everything that I scoured with any and all possible correspondences that I could have access to, I found nothing with Chai whatsoever. What this leaves us with is his word versus mine, which gets us nowhere. And as
the famous crossroads, the his word versus mine. We've been here before, so let's listen to how he debunks this.
The internet has shown me, people are more likely to believe whoever fires first on Twitter. After all, why else would he accuse me unless I'm guilty? So my word is, I don't remember this even happening or even talking to this person. And Chai's word is that all of this did happen. So rather than making it Chai's word versus mine, it should be Chai's word versus Chai's word. In his accusations, Chai sets the time frame for when all of this supposedly happened, early 2016, specifically sometime between March and July. This is all very important. He also makes it clear that this happened sometime before my personal Tumblr account that he supposedly interacted with me on was hacked and deleted. And my Tumblr was hacked. I can confirm that. There are even tweets to timestamp when that happened, which is mid-May 2016. This puts the time frame based on his claims sometime between March 2016 and May 2016. Again, this is all very important. Are you familiar with the website medium.com? It's a website in which people can write articles and...
Oh, this sounded like a sponsorship for a minute. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Have you heard of medium.com? Today's video was sponsored by Medium.
I was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Holy shit. Oh, man.
Blog posts for public viewing. Chai has quite a few of them on there, and a couple of them are relevant to this situation, especially this one, titled, I've been disabled for 2 years. I'm not going to read every part of it because not everything in here is pertinent, but I'll make a link available so that if you want, you can read through all of it. The 9th of November.
Yeah, and he does have all his receipts at the tied to the video. So if you want to take a look at that for yourself, it's all there publicly. Anyway, pay attention to this part right here, because this part is eye-opening as fuck.
2015 is the most notable date in my life and always will be. Most people remember their wedding day or their 18th birthday or the day someone close to them died. For me, I remember the day of my accident. We were playing basketball. I loved basketball. My height was my downfall, as it turned out. I was running to try and get the ball from someone. I ran, boom. I fell down hard, landing on my knees and snapping my head forward so that my forehead smacked against the floor. It was almost the end of the lesson, so I asked to be excused to the changing room. The rest of the class came in and we all started getting changed. That's the last thing I properly remember until about 6 months later. As we were changing, I apparently fainted, landing hard on the concrete floor and smashing the back of my head off of it. I was taken to a hospital, admitted to the children's ward, given an EEG, an MRI, a cardiogram. I was tentatively told that I had axonal brain damage, and after a couple of days, sent home. Cue another passing out, another hospitalization. I passed out again while in the hospital. At this point in my life, I was sleeping for around 16 to 18 hours per day. I had to stop going to school and was essentially bedbound. Along with the pain came voices, hallucinations. I didn't notice them so much at first or attributed them to being so tired, seeing a spider when there was none or a flash of light. Then things got a bit more intense. Kill someone, stab your mom, grab that steak knife and stick it in his back. I was terrified of myself. All day, every day, I was plagued with thoughts of violence and aggression. They got harder and harder to ignore. Listing your symptoms over and over gets pretty exhausting. Fatigue, severe head pain, spasms of pain, extremely bad short-term memory, big gaps in long-term memory, no concentration, occasionally passing out, psychosis. Cut forwards to August 2016.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The psychosis was getting worse. One night, I walked downstairs, opened the living room door, and told my mom that she needed to take me to the hospital because if she didn't, I'd kill her. Literally kill her. The nights I spent in the hospital for psychosis were the worst nights of my life. My miracle came a few days into my hospital stay. After about 5 minutes of terrible, awful, exhausting pain, it stopped. I released my whole body. Something felt different. It was silent. The voices had gone. In his own article, Chai states that he suffered a traumatic brain injury and has no memory for 6 months, from November 2015 up until May 2016. He continued to have hallucinations and psychosis up until August 2016. And if you are not familiar with psychosis is an abnormal condition of the mind that results in difficulties determining what is real and what is not. Symptoms may include false beliefs and seeing or hearing things that others do not see or hear, aka hallucinations. To reiterate, Chai's accusation was that the things I supposedly did happened between March 2016 and May 2016. Chai also states that he has no memory during this exact same period and hallucinations continuing until August 2016.
He is so
My word
lucky
was
he
that
found this dude.
I don't
He is
remember
so
ever talking to this person, recognizing them, or finding the behavior that they described as something that I would even do. So, I ask you to draw your own conclusion here. Did this actually happen? There is a possibility to consider that the hospital stay and the memory loss isn't true, that it was made up to garner sympathy. And if that's the case, how can we trust Chai's story about me? And if the hospital stay and memory loss story is true, how can we trust Chai's story about
fucking
me?
Mate.
Again, I ask you, did his claims actually happen? I'll offer one final piece of...
No! Bullshit. It's impossible that these claims could have happened. Bullshit.
Conjecture. My Tumblr was hacked. The hacker was seeking to deal as much damage as possible. They were posting just really grotesque things, rapid fire. They had full access to my posts, to my inbox, and to my private messages. If they were seeking to deal as much damage as possible, they would have gone through my private conversations and leaked damaging things. But nothing was leaked. Again, I ask you, do you still feel
he already got the kill streak earlier. He's just adding on to it at this point. He doesn't even need to.
Chai's claims against me, beyond a reasonable doubt, actually happened? Something that is important to note is the way Chai and Charlie made their statements. They used a logical fallacy known as poisoning the well. It's a tactic in which, before you are presented with information, you are given subtext, opinions, or other irrelevant information to negatively affect your opinion about something before you find out what the something is. In other words, to manipulate you. And it worked on everybody. Charlie's accusations quickly followed Chai's. They had their own story posted to Twitter, and it had very similar claims that they were underage, that they interacted with me, and that I never even asked them for their age. Charlie was able to back up their accusations by posting several screenshots of our messages onto Twitter. Like I just mentioned, each screenshot is a...
Go back a few seconds there. Look at how he responds. You fuckers want evidence? Let's go. Fucking hell.
Onto Twitter. Like I just mentioned, each screenshot is accompanied with them providing subtext and opinions to poison the well before you even look at it. Unlike Chai, I actually do remember talking to Charlie. It seemed familiar, but what they were saying didn't sound right. All of these images and poisoned well tactics that they posted on Twitter are the exact same things that they had emailed out to business associates of mine. I'm going to go more into that in a little bit, but basically they emailed people that I know with these exact same screenshots and said the same things pretty much verbatim as to what they put on Twitter. This is relevant because this is one of the screens they put on Twitter, and this is the exact same screen included in those emails. Only Charlie's Tumblr name isn't redacted. Now, because they have these, it's very clear that Charlie had access to our entire conversation on Tumblr, and they would have been able to see everything. But they still chose to only show carefully selected and carefully cropped images. This was done to make me look as bad as possible and to mislead you. For example, if Charlie would have shown the very start of our messages, you would have seen where Charlie lied. To clear up the immediate confusion as to why my...
Wait.
Immediate confusion as to why my screenshot has a...
I want to go back. Where is that one?
Charlie lied.
Real quick, are you 18? Yeah, of course. Oh, so if they're gonna lie here, what's not to say they wouldn't lie in the allegation?
Exactly.
I mean, the problem with an allegation is that once you've lied at any point in relation to the story that you're talking about in the allegation, you cannot be trusted at all.
Exactly.
To clear up the immediate confusion as to why my screenshot has a different profile picture for me in it, is because I had updated my profile picture sometime in February or March of this year. It's the same profile picture that's over on my Twitch page. All this means is that Charlie had taken these screen caps sometime before I updated my profile picture. Every single...
So before February
12th. She took it before any of the stuff with Heidi and him started that kicked off this whole anti-ProJared campaign. It's like she was trying to do this, or he was trying to do this.
Yeah, I know, Nick. I worded that poorly.
Part of Charlie's allegations against me hinges on the belief that I didn't know their age and or didn't ask. They even argued that I should have known their age because they used the phrase, "I am a baby," as if this somehow denotes how old they generally are, even though it's used in a context of shyness or feeling intimidated. And I did ask their age. And they
for a second, I thought he was going to say, I was intimidated.
Jesus Christ.
Right. They also clearly knew then that they were doing something they know they shouldn't and is doing something they know I'm not okay with. They had full access to the entire conversation and omitted to all of you that they lied to me, deceiving all of you. They knew about this from the get-go, which is why on Twitter, they immediately began to backpedal on their claims.
If you have any other stuff that definitely proves he knew you were a minor, it would be most important, like a pic of you saying I'm 16 and him paying no mind to it. With these screenshots, he still has a lot of plausible deniability, unfortunately. Charlie says, is this a BTS thing right here, or is that actually the guy?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Either way, it looks degenerate. Anyway, like I said in the post, he didn't know I was underage. I feel like it was implied, but he never asked.
Then why wouldn't you tell? Oh my god, so fucking
yeah,
stupid.
buddy.
Even by that logic, it's fucking dumb. Even though that's a lie.
Tone from claiming I didn't say he knew my age. I said he was predatory. Predatory.
Oh, hey, sounds like Unfunniest. Did Unfunniest write these allegations? Because shit's falling apart real fucking fast. It's not BTS, all right. I don't know. Either way, it looks more degenerate because that means that's him. Huh.
Behavior would be targeting an individual and pursuing after them, often repeatedly. And as Charlie had access to our whole conversation, they saw it was them who continued to initiate conversations with me unprompted numerous times for months along. But Charlie chose to omit that. And when they spoke with the Daily Beast, they lied in the interview about me never asking for their age. When I did, so this is libel. Knabenbauer could have asked for my ID, and they could have not lied. This isn't about whether or not they remembered if I asked them or not. It's that they knew that I asked because they clearly had access to all of our messages and saw the truth. This does bring up the question, why didn't I ask for people's IDs? And the answer is because that would be asking people to dox themselves, which seems far more risky. Besides, there's no way to verify IDs, and it's very easy for people to Photoshop up one in minutes. And if
that's what I was
someone
talking
is
about earlier right there.
going to lie to get somewhere, they're going to lie. By the way, Charlie also would have seen that in our entire conversation, I never sent them a dick pic. So all these beliefs that Jared sent nudes to minors is factually untrue.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
he never sent
he apologized in DMs to these people that he sent his dick to them.
Wait, oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Wait.
Unless he apologized for the specific messages.
Does he get he gets an apology?
He doesn't mention
later.
it. He doesn't mention it or show it in this video.
Oh really? Can someone send me his apology initially if you have that on
I have it in my YouTube video. I'll try to look it up right now.
Alright, if someone's got the apology, send it to my Twitter DM so we can compare what he's saying here.
Even the claims that I was manipulative or coerced them are untrue, because I made it consistently clear, as I did with everyone else, that it was their choice if they wanted to, every time. More accurately, it was Charlie who manipulated me and all of you with their lies. These allegations against me about being a predator against underage people are fundamentally false. Charlie and Chai began making these accusations against me back at the end of March, beginning of April this year. They were smearing my name back then by sending an email out with everything that you've seen already. And the first people they sent these accusations out to was the Game Grumps. Not the police or law enforcement or the person I was married to at the time, but the Game Grumps. This can be easily proven with the tweet Chai made to Aaron Hansen of the Game Grumps at the end of March about the email. This Twitter account of Chai's was suspended shortly after for harassment. Sometime around April 2nd, the Game Grumps privated every single video they've ever done with me because they believed the poisoned well and didn't ask me about it. The next day, I was shown the email.
Okay, I'm looking at the the apology right now, and he just says inappropriate behavior. He doesn't say specifically dick pic.
Okay. I'm glad we clarified that there for a minute. Yeah. There we go. So it's not like he did any apology. Like, sorry for sending you my cock or something, and then he was like, I never sent my dick or anything. So it's not, yeah.
Yeah. I was just making sure because I remembered that apology. I was like, wait, but it was a while ago, so I looked specifically, and he was just apologizing for his behavior. Yeah, that's it.
Cock. That's right.
Honestly, even I believed it. None of it sounded right.
He's saying he believed
I find like that's weird.
Wait. Let me back it up.
And that's why he sent the apology, because he believed he did that bad behavior. Well, I guess it was so long ago that he was like, oh, maybe I did do it.
This happened to me before on a much smaller scale. So someone like came to me and they were like, someone like expressed that they were like unhappy with me, so I went to them in DMs and I was like, yo, what's up, dude? And they were basically like, yeah, you said all these fucked up things about me, and I was like, honestly, like, I have literally no memory, and these things that I said about you, like, they don't sound like anything I would say, but I apologize anyway, because I assumed, well, giving him a benefit of the doubt, maybe I did say those things. I probably did, whatever. Even though I don't have any memory of saying those things whatsoever. Obviously not on the context of a pedo situation, like what Jared's doing with here, but on a much smaller scale, this happened to me before, so maybe that's what happened to him. I don't know.
About it. The next day, I was shown the email, and honestly, even I believed it. None of it sounded right to me, but if they were saying this, I must have done this, right? It must be true. So, I apologized to them. It upset Charlie and Chai that I got in contact with them and tried to apologize. They called my apology manipulative. Here's the thing. I apologized to them because they wanted me to. Let's go back to the email that they sent out to the Game Grumps. At the very end, Chai and Charlie state in that email that ideally they'd like me to always check the age of the people I'm talking to sexually, which I did, and to apologize to Chai and Charlie. So I did. But now let's look at the email that they sent to Normal Boots a couple of days later. Scroll down to the very same section, and they deleted the part where they wanted me to apologize. They then weaponized my apology against me on Twitter after asking for it. That is literally manipulation. Now, when this all broke out publicly, Normal Boots did post a statement that I was no longer a part of their team. I was not fired. I resigned so that everyone else at Normal Boots wouldn't get dragged down.
Yeah, no, I was thinking, I was like, this guy kind of sounds like Andy Signor for a minute. Yeah. Oh, man.
With me. I was already seeing the negativity in all of their videos, and some of them started losing subscribers. I left in the hopes that they wouldn't take any more additional collateral damage. The last thing I want to note about this email is that Chai and Charlie made it clear that they worked on it together.
Yeah.
And Charlie lied about their claims. This doesn't automatically disprove Chai, but their close friendship and one of them being a liar does cast further doubt on Chai's claims, especially since he has no evidence. How can we trust Chai when his cohort Charlie was already lying? Something I've been trying to figure out through all of this is, why would they even do this? Why make such dishonest claims?
He's going to go on to say, like, it's for, they did this, for attention, which is, they're making dishonest claims. Yeah, that's probably why, for attention and whatever. But I'm going to keep playing this clip anyway, because we've kind of wrapped up to the point of, he's disproved both of them. One definitively, the other so strongly that I don't think they have a case. But I want to continue playing this because we get into some weird kind of fan fiction type stuff over here. You can kind of see like the little thumbnail or whatever. It gets a little weird, so let's continue.
Yeah.
And for as much as I have mulled it over, I can only come down to the most logical conclusion, which is also the simplest. Money and attention. It's very clear that they both adore attention and desired it from the internet and especially from the Game Grumps. Both of them are massive fans of the Grumps. This is really easy to see from Chai having another article on Medium about meeting your idols and talks about meeting the Game Grumps the entire time. Charlie has another Tumblr called Ego Banged, dedicated to sexual fantasies of Dan and Aaron.
Ego Bang, dude. Yeah, that's my favorite website.
Yeah, dude, I love seeing my favorite Let's Players just fucking smash, dude.
Dude, fucking sucking dicks and fucking each other in the ass, dude. Yeah, dude.
They play some video games, talk over Sonic the Hedgehog, and suck ech other's dicks. I fucking love it.
Hell yeah.
Woo,
fucking each other in the ass.
That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part of the King Groups, honestly. Like, why else would you watch them, honestly? For their jokes?
Of course, it had to come down to that. Why wouldn't it?
About meeting the Game Grumps the entire time.
I'm just backing up to play it again because it's fucking
Charlie
fun.
has another Tumblr called Ego Banged.
Ego Banged.
Ego Banged.
Jesus Christ. Is it still up? I mean, obviously I won't show it on screen if it is because I have a feeling porn's going to show up, but still.
Dedicated to sexual fantasies of Dan and Aaron, fan fictions, fan art, and discussions of them having sex with each other, along with Charlie talking about their own sexual experiences, desires, and fantasies, which also contradicts their claim of being inexperienced, innocent, or a baby.
Or a baby.
Oh my god, there's so much to read here, Jesus.
Charlie even tweeted at Ross of the Game Grumps about watching a gay porn with an actor who looks just like him.
At Rubber Ninja, so I found someone that looks exactly like you and he may or not be a gay porn star.
In
Nice.
2015.
One
The grab
like.
for attention.
Dude, I love it when my fans are watching gay porn and they see someone who looks like me and then they're just like, "Hey, look, it's you, dude."
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hey, dude, this reminded me of you, Augie. I fapped really hard to that one.
Yeah, dude, I fucking you nutted all over the floor, dude.
And ultimately proved successful. Both of them got a large influx of new Twitter followers, as even denoted by Charlie, and it was even better for Chai since his previous Twitter account just got suspended. It even got them the attentions of their idols that they adored, and all of this gives them clout and social credits. Credits that give them a degree of having a form of notoriety and believability and admiration for taking down the bad guy. They both were aware of this and tried to capitalize on it. While all the drama was going on, Chai tweeted out links.
Please give me your shekels, please.
Please, dude, an Ego Gamescom, guys. Please.
Yo, dude, Bunty,
Yeah,
this is
dude.
how you blow up, dude. You gotta just falsely accuse someone of sexual assault, then pin your shekel, your shekel link.
To his Amazon wish list, his PayPal, and to his coffee, and kept it pinned there for weeks.
What the fuck is coffee? Is that the weird app where
I
you can
don't
buy
know.
people like Starbucks shit or whatever? I don't know.
I have no idea, but it's probably monetary.
Oh,
yeah,
oh, I know
he
for
bought you
sure.
a coffee. Wait, what the fuck? You
About
can
it
buy
again.
people coffees.
Yo, I need one. What the fuck, dude? I buy
Yo,
coffees
dude,
every day.
buy-
I could be
buy
saving
me
so much
coffee.
money.
Dude.
All you assholes better start buying me coffees.
And at the end
Yeah,
of
dude,
May,
buy me coffee
Charlie's
before
pinned
after
tweet.
hours, or else the show won't be good. 'cause-
Yeah, dude. If you haven't bought me my coffee in the morning, I'm not going live that night. All right, shut the fuck up.
yeah, dude.
and it's still there, is a link to their commissions page for art. And on this page is a link for donations, which
What the fuck is this furry shit over here?
goes straight to their PayPal.
Nice.
This
I like how we censored out their PayPal so nobody can find it.
Yeah, nobody can donate for a
Yeah,
troll.
dude. I mean, to be fair, I don't think anyone who's watching this video is gonna be rushing over to send them a little check. But even still, just in case, dude, you made sure to blur that shit out.
isn't a coincidence. They've both shown a repeated behavior of e-begging.
Yeah, can I just have an app where you can just pay for my Chipotle or whatever? Fuck yeah.
There's a tweet Charlie made to Chai's now suspended Twitter account last year about Chai suddenly becoming famous and how he should link his PayPal.
Dude, you're not doing it right. You're famous now. You gotta link your shit, dude. Bro.
Yeah, dude.
Going
That's how it's done. Jesus Christ.
Back for a moment to Charlie's ego-banged porn blog. They've posted on there asking for commissions in May of 2017. And again, the next month, only this time asking for direct donations. This post asking for money got near 1,400 notes, which is huge for Tumblr. All while saying, "Help me, I'm a baby."
On a porn blog? What the fuck?
Help me, I'm a baby.
Yeah.
This shows that e-begging can be successful.
Oh, dude, Bunty's like, oh, it can?
Dude, Bunty's like watching this video like rock hard right now. He's just like, yo, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, give me the games.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking hell. All right, I think that's all we need to see from this video right here. I think we've gone through.
There's one inconsistency that I think he mentions near the end of the video. There's two things I want to mention that we haven't got to in this video. One thing is that he says that, you know, Ross knew about all like the Holly shit and like approved and all that. But then he also mentioned that once you know, these people sent the information to the Game Grumps, they completely disavowed ProJared and deleted all their videos. But, you know, Ross is part of the Game Grumps, so why would Ross disavow Jared if he knew the truth? I found that inconsistency a little weird. Maybe there's an explanation. Also, there's this particular point in the video where he shows Bernie's video, and the next video that is on autoplay is Twitter versus Egoraptor, so I hope you watch that.
All right, retard. All right. Fucking dumbass in the house.
I just have a real one, and then just...
I just got an email. I just got an email notification. Someone named Charlie just subscribed.
Dude, Charlie, what's up?
Bro, what's going on, man?
Wait, could you I think it's around the 40-minute mark. Could you like go there real quick, you know, pause it, show people what's up, dude?
Where he shows Bernie?
Yeah. It's only for a split second, so I don't think it'll come in a preview. It's like in
You're
the
such an
40-minute area.
Dude, remember when you were in Tommy's stream and you were like, "Yo, Tommy, you should watch some more Bowblax," and he was like, "Yeah, fucking egotistical as fuck," or whatever, and you were like, "Yo, I'm just joking." I don't think you were joking, dude. The fact that you were trying to make me feel this stupid ass clip, dude. Right,
dude, people gotta know, dude.
Oh my god.
Very emotionally to all those who
I don't know.
videos.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, there
it is, dude. Dude, you better have watched it.
There's Rat Opinion's video. Rat Opinion actually took his video down today as well.
Yeah, he actually took his video down. No, I just found that interesting. I don't know. I'm just fucking trolling.
Literally egomaniac in the house, boys. Alright, I gotta do some digging right now. I gotta find. So it's ego banged Tumblr. I gotta find this. Holy shit. The D Club. Holy fuck!
Oh, the D Club, yeah.
What the fuck is the D Club? Why do you know about it?
It's like a meme that was made by the Game Grumps, so they're probably sexualizing it. Yeah. What's up?
Literally the D Club. Yo, what's going on, Nick?
Yo, you gave me the tug on Ego Bang?
Dude, oh my god, dude. I know what I'm jerking off to tonight. Holy shit, look at all this. I'm not showing it on screen.
I want to take everybody down to earth here for a second. Because I'm seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter, and a lot of people are saying, like, oh my god, this is just like James Charles, and oh my god, this is Slazo Part 3, and like, oh my god, like, this is all... I want to pull us back here for a minute, because there's a lot of weird stuff going on here. I don't know if ProJared walks away completely innocent from this situation. I might make a video, I might not make a video, but the important part here is that he is not a predator. We all agree on this now. Although those accusations were ridiculously false, the fact is that, like, multiple media sources reported on them. Like, there was the emails that were sent, like, one of those successfully got him fired from his job. Well, not his job, his MCN. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's over the top.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at this from ProJared's perspective, he hasn't exactly been clean through this whole situation either. If you're like, the whole reason he lost the subs in the first place, which by the way is ridiculous, was over the cheating scenario. The cheating was what drove most of the subs away before we even knew about the porn blog. before we even knew about the Tumblr, before these people even came forward. It was the cheating that was the big issue here, and we're looking back at Heidi O'Farrell's newest tweets and stuff like that, and it's still just a shit fire back and forth. We hear what they say in this one, we hear what they say in those. Well, what we hear she says in her tweets. I don't know how to make heads or tails of it. I mean, maybe you guys can pick brains here. It just seems like a bunch of people who made their divorce public and they shouldn't have, and that falls on the back of ProJared, because he's the one that took a situation where you can look very clearly in the Facebook groups that were coming out where she was targeting him to her friends and family and stuff like that before this all went live. I'm pretty sure that was before this all went live, and he chose to try to make that ridiculous first response where it came off like, this is an amicable divorce. We both agree on this, right? We're both here. We both want this divorce to go through. Let's do it with style and grace. And it's very clear that that wasn't the case. It's very clear there was a lot of issues going on behind the scenes. And what that did was start off this entire fucking shitstorm that now we're watching part 2 of it happen right now. And just to say like, oh, James Charles, Slazo, this isn't a couple out of context Discord messages. For one of the allegations it is. I didn't even report on the other one personally. But this isn't, oh, I just turned a guy gay. Like, you can't do that. That's a ridiculous statement. If you believe that James Charles turned somebody gay, that's your own fault. The thing here we have is a guy who runs a porn Tumblr. A porn Tumblr. I'm sorry. He runs a porn Tumblr and accepts nudes from fans. He doesn't accept nudes from fans. He doesn't have a porn Tumblr.
Yeah. See, I had to think about that for a minute. I was like, wait a minute, sending news from fans is fine. But no, if it's a Tumblr.
He's ProJared, the Tumblr porn guy. And you can't be Mr. Nintendo, check out my Nintendo Switch. Also, I want to see your pussy. ProJared on Tumblr. That just doesn't work like that because your fans are young, your audience is Nintendo. So it's an inevitability. He says it himself. You don't know the age of the people. It's so easy to Photoshop. So I think that getting underage pictures is an inevitability. It probably didn't happen. We can't prove that it happened, but you're asking for it if you're going to be a fucking, if you're going to be a YouTuber running a lewd Tumblr with a young audience. And the other problem is we're doing this on Tumblr. You know, the website that had so much child porn, they had to ban porn from the site entirely. Yeah, it's a big problem over there. Yeah, so, I mean, I didn't find this crazy when I heard it. It was something that was more believable. Now, I'm not somebody who went out here and made these crazy accusations without making sure they're accusations, but many other people did. And I don't think those people are to blame. I don't think it's a crazy statement to make to understand that this guy got fired from his job, his MCN, over these allegations. There was an investigation over these allegations.
It's not Normal Boots isn't his MCN.
No, Normal Boots didn't. Whatever. Normal Boots, the group he was in, fired him. Now, he says that it was a mutual thing, but he let us believe he was fired. They said they launched an investigation.
Yeah, he really needed. He really needed to be more vocal during the whole
innocent.
thing.
That's where I'm getting at. This is not an innocent people stay guilty for this long kind of situation. This is a situation where you chose not to defend yourself for 3 months. The things you did post were awful. His responses on Twitter were awful. Whatever lawyer he had in that situation was not as good as the lawyer he had in this one. And you can't get mad at people for covering a story when you actively make no fucking attempt to clear your own name.
Exactly. And it comes down to the type of YouTuber he is, and I'm not defending him here, by the way.
Dude, it's creepy. He's a creepy fucking guy who got exposed for doing some shitty things, and the man is innocent. But if you weren't such a creepy fucking guy, it wouldn't have been so believable.
Exactly, with the creepy stuff. But in terms of him,
he can't even apologize for it.
PR, he
can't apologize. It's if you're sorry, if you felt this way, if you think this, he can't even. I don't think there's a power dynamic. Sure, looks away from the camera. He doesn't see that's an issue.
Yeah, that's an issue in itself. But when it comes to the PR stuff, and that's what I was trying to get to, is he tries to do everything in this super PR clean kind of way. The way he approaches his YouTube isn't a transparent type thing between his audience. It's a very kind of manufactured thing. The perfect example of this is when he came out ahead of his divorce and he's like, oh, we're doing this cleanly.
Yeah, he is guilty of making his divorce public.
Yeah, even though it wasn't clean. And even with this video, like, he waits 3 months to make a response video, and then the response video is like super scripted, you know, basically manufactured by his lawyer and very like in-depth and stuff, and he did a relatively good job with it, but it's still like, it's not, there's no authenticity. It's a very, you know, PR type relationship he has with his fan base. And then to have that type of relationship and standing with your fan base and kind of going about that's the way you communicate with them, to then also have the complete opposite with a porn Tumblr is like so fucking weird.
It's just asking for trouble. Like, he's not asking for underage people, but by leaving it in such a situation where it's just almost an inevitability, you're putting yourself in danger for no reason. Fucking jerk off to porn like any other fucking guy, dude.
Exactly.
Seriously. It's a body positivity.
Everyone needs to take a page from me and just jerk off every single night.
Because if Heidi thinks that's a good idea, she's just as fucking dumb as he is.
Yeah, I definitely don't think Heidi's innocent in this, because something I mentioned on my Twitter is that if Heidi is ProJared's ex, Heidi knows probably without the benefit of the doubt that he's not a pedophile. Yet she perpetuated the allegations that he is a pedophile while this shit was going on. She directly tweeted stuff like, he's not even addressing the pedophilia stuff, blah blah blah. You probably knew that wasn't true, or that, you know, he wasn't really a pedophile. So why would you be perpetuating these lies? You really don't seem like a good person. So I don't trust Heidi either.
Look, I think Alex gets off if fucking Slazo was the guy who threw the first punch and his reply was 2 months later. I think Alex gets the free pass there. If Alex makes that same reply 3 months later, I think he gets a pass there. That's how passionate I am about this. This is a weird situation. I hope the guy gets his career back. I don't think he's a bad person, but you can't sit here and go, the drama channels, all these assholes, let me put Critical on the screen, let me put Keemstar on the screen, who, by the way, actually did reach out to him, and he just didn't make a comment. Now, I get you're talking to lawyers, and Slazo was talking to lawyers.
No, I had a question.
At some point, you gotta pick.
Yeah, and I think it comes with his inexperience in the drama community, and it could be him being kind of malicious, or like not necessarily malicious, but like vindictive or angry towards this type of community, and don't want to like kind of communicate with them and want to go about his own way. But it definitely comes with the inexperience and the difference between his community and the drama community and how they deal with shit, and his just inexperience with it.
But by the way, Nick, since you're here and you just mentioned that, I want to ask, so Keemstar put out on Twitter, you said I never tried to reach out to you, ProJared. False. You had me blocked, so we tried to reach out to Holly Conrad, and by the time she responded, she was unable to do an interview, but make no mistake, we were the first to realize your ex-wife was a lying witch. Now, ProJared, I see, responded here. He said, apologies for that. Was there an email at all?
Wait, you read that as witch? Contacts. I read that as lying whore, dude.
Whore? Oh, I'm fucking retarded. I'm fucking stupid.
Why would you censor witch, you
I'm fucking retarded, dude. But no, basically, I made the point. I was like, well, look, just because someone has you blocked on Twitter doesn't mean you can't reach out to that person. So,
yeah, he reached out to the girl. The girl said she wanted to do an interview and then didn't do it. That's what he said in the other tweet.
Yeah, but that's not reaching out to him, right?
You don't think?
No, he reached out. He tried to reach out
to her to reach out to him. Like that's how that was.
Okay.
Yeah, he tried to reach out to ProJared because ProJared blocked Keemstar.
And by the way, blocking Keemstar is usually enough for him not to even answer. So the fact that he did this time, I mean, I guess he had to because he was running the story. But like, I don't know. It's just it's
kind of ironic when Keemstar complains about someone blocking. Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, hold up. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, but I'm not emailing anybody. I'm sorry. If you block me, I'm not reaching out to you before a video.
Yeah. Augie's the type of motherfucker to think Keem would censor witch, not whore.
I mean, he's the guy who blocked his ex-wife before she went on her tirade. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? Let's just put that in context one more time. They had a problem behind the scenes. He made a public tweet announcing the divorce to everybody else. And when he does that, he immediately blocks the girl. He says he well wishes, don't harass her. We're trying to do this with style and grace. Blocks his fucking ex-wife.
That's insane. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
He's
it's dumb. He's made mistakes, but like he's not like he doesn't.
Yeah, but he's not a pedophile, and that's,
yeah. Nick, I had a question.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Bedhead Bernie video? Just asking, curious.
No, I never watched it. Tommy told me to watch it, and I didn't. I feel like a dumbass because I would have got this in July.
Yeah. No, I had no clue this video even exists until today, but I watched it. It was actually a pretty good video. It kind of goes more into the Heidi and Holly stuff
sure
rather
I told
than
you
the
about
other
it,
stuff.
Augie.
I have literally no memory of this video existing, but I heard about it today or something, so I checked it out. It was actually a good video. I'm not saying that would change your mind or anything, or I'm not trying to like be like, well, Nick. I'm just saying like out of curiosity.
And Bizarre Elixir Studio, you've been saying some crazy shit in the chat all night. He blocked her for a reason. She was not nice when he asked for the divorce. He blocked her because he was being disingenuous. That's why he blocked her. He blocked her because he knew full well it wasn't going to go over, and he wanted to soften the blow, and it didn't work. It made everything worse. So I don't know. He hired a lot of people to make that video for you. I'm glad you did because it came out great. I was watching that myself. I'm like, there's no way he found this dude's blog. There's no way he found this dude's Tumblr thing. But I'm glad he did. I'm glad that he's not a fucking deviant. I don't blame the people who
he's just a dumbass and a creep. That's the end of it.
He's just a creepy dude. That's all he is. And I don't care. I don't even care that he cheated on his fucking wife. I know that's a big point for so many people.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I don't give a like that shit happens. People get divorced. That's how life is. I don't get mad when a 20-year-old YouTuber cheats on his 20-year-old girlfriend. Oh, how could you be unfaithful? It doesn't matter to me. It's none of our business.
By the way, we hit 3,333 subs, so thanks. Thanks, guys.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think we've gained like 30 subs during this stream or more.
Well, since Nick has come on, we gained about 10, so I'd like to thank Nick for coming on. Yo, Nick, we should do some more collabs. You know, it's funny because Nick readjusts his old channel. He's got a playlist for his collabs now, and like every collab he did with me, he's got like 12,000, 5,000 views, and I'm like, yo, dude, hit us up with those collabs, dude.
Heidi is threatened to ruin his career if he dumps her. So the first thing ProJared thought to do is say we're leaving on mutual terms. You don't see a problem with that. Oh, God. It's like talking to a wall. I don't know.
They're both dumb.
I mean, look,
I almost want to put my video back up. I just don't want to spread the misinformation. I
don't think you... Did you even spread any misinformation in there? Wasn't it like all allegations and speculation?
I covered the one that got him removed from that... What the fuck it's called? Not the game boots? Normal boots, yeah. I covered that one. But I specifically said, like, this is an allegation. There's no substance to this, and I'm not basing my point off of... I put it on Twitter, that clip, but... I don't know. I'm making fun of him for cheating on his wife. It's a joke, but...
Bizarre Electric Studio or Elixir Studio. If you wanna hop in the call, just like talk real quick. Then
no, he's right. Marriages are the most messy thing in the world. That's a very good point.
Yeah,
that's why you don't put them on Twitter.
Yeah, I really hate that she put all this fucking marriage shit on Twitter because it just gets so complicated. We fear. Yeah, well, he started it, but like Heidi started going like super in depth, and now it's like. I feel like reading it. I feel like a fucking therapist. Like I'm listening to their vent. It's just so. Don't put your fucking divorce shit on Twitter. Keep that shit private, man. And that goes to both of them, obviously. But
and they're still doing it. I don't know if I can believe everything he says at the end of the video. I don't know if because he says something about the guy 2018, 2019. Dates don't really match up there, but that's besides the point. I don't know how happy what's it called Ross is that he's dating his ex-wife. It's just that's all he said, she said, and he's not very reliable from the very beginning. So I honestly, I've walked away from that part of the story, the cheating stuff. I don't know if it's true or not. I can't believe Heidi. I can't believe Jared. It's just a bunch of trash on the internet at this point. I don't think there's anything else to it. We're never going to know definitively either way. It's just somebody says this, somebody says that, somebody posts one DM, somebody posts another DM that makes the first DM look bad, then another DM pops up, and another DM pops up. And it's really just two toxic people who had a very toxic relationship, probably better off apart, but one of them doesn't want to be, and we're all stuck here watching it through our Twitter goggles.
Exactly.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Messy situation. Yeah. But no.
I think that's all I got.
Well, I just checked ProJared's YouTube and he gained 15k subs.
Good. Jesus Christ, he's honestly, man. I want to see some Nintendo reviews. That's all I'm here for.
Yeah, dude, I want to see the next episode of that Mega Man Let's Play, dude. I've been waiting.
Dude, I said good luck on YouTube, just not Tumblr, dude.
Yeah, I'm
not promoting Tumblr.com / the Nintendo Switch pussy pocket.
Keep it on the tubes there. Keep it on the. Yeah, don't go on Tumblr in general. That site's full of degenerates. Stay the fuck away from that site. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, Nick. Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for
have a good night, man. Thanks for having me.
That rant. I think a lot of people enjoyed. Thank you, man. Take care. All right, we've hit the 2-hour mark. That's about it for the show today. Funny enough, we still hit the 2. I was actually worried because we only had really this topic to talk about in full, but we still made it. So there you go.
Well, there was so much like important shit said in the video. I think we watched through like the first 20.
Yeah,
minutes.
we watched an easy over half of the video. So if you want to see the rest of it, it's on ProJared's channel. But yeah, other than that, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Like I said, boys, I slept in pretty late today, so I can only imagine I'll be energized tonight. So that means a gaming stream. So if you're interested in that, some real Bunty King video gamer hours, follow me on DLive, dlive.tv/Augie. A few people are watching over there right now. So yeah, a game stream later. I don't know if it'll be Zelda or if it'll be anything else, but it'll be fun either way. Other than that, the stream. Shout out to all the new subs from Bo Blx's channel. We've gained about like 50 subs tonight, whatever.
Oh shit, damn.
Yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight. All right, Bowblax. Oh yeah, of course, check out Bowblax's brand new video, Twitter versus ass. So if you like seeing some nice plump man ass, then that's your destination to go. Or some crusty man ass if you want to see H3's fucking disgusting ass. There you go. All right, take
don't
care,
worry, I censored it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Censored it for those shekels, but you still got demonetized. So fuck you. All right, peace out, dude.
Still under review.
yeah. I wonder how that's gonna go for you. Jesus. All right. The only reason I want that to get demonetized is because you play that. You fucking slandered me in that video. But either way, take care.
Okay, faggot.
Okay. He calls me a little faggot right when I leave. I see. Fuck off, Bowblax. Fucking homophobic piece of dog shit. Piece of fat. Oh, sorry. Got a little too carried away there. Guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm gonna play a song to end it off. But yeah, like the stream and yeah, see you later. You're gay, Bowblax. Shut the fuck up. Alright, guys. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Peace out. Not a gay, by the way.
To
Oh shit! I showed my screen. Well, there you see all my graphics now. Penis. All right, bye.